Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Lavinia and I post beauty videos regarding makeup, skincare, acne positivity, and just making you feel good in your own skin. And I'm so excited for today's video because I'm giving you guys a mega review, a mega wear test video, a 3-in-1. We are trying out all three of the Tirtir cushion foundations and doing a side-by-side comparison. I am going to be testing out all three formulas: the original red cushion, the pink older sister that's supposed to be a more coverage and more of a matte look, as well as the silver soft glow cushion, and seeing how all three wear for full day wear test on my acne prone and textured skin. I'll be walking you guys through the application, how it looks freshly applied, how it looks with the finished makeup look, how it looks in different lighting, because that's always important. Not enough influencers out here are showing how the makeup looks in different lighting, because lighting like this, studio lighting, can really impact how smooth the skin looks. And I show you guys how it looks in natural lighting, bathroom lighting, all of that. So I'm going to be walking you through that as well. And then of course the final wear test of how these last on the skin for the full day. So I'm really excited. We have a lot of products we're talking about in this video, not only the cushion foundations, but also a ton of Tirtir skincare. I tried out some of their new cleansers, their setting sprays. This one right here is supposed to be blurring. It's the Mask Fit Makeup Fixer Blurring Effect Setting Spray, eye cream, cleansing balm, lip products, all of that. We have so much going on in today's video, so I'm super excited. Before we get into this, remember to go check out my Instagram and TikTok, where I post every single day shorter reviews, snipper reviews, all of that. You can find way more content up on there if you're interested. And also go ahead and check out my podcast, Loud Talk with Labby, where we break down the walls of beauty standards one flaw at a time. I've been putting out new episodes about my whole exchange process since I've been living abroad in Vienna, as well as confidence tips, self-love tips and journeys, and interviewing so many amazing people and sharing their individual stories as well. So go check that out on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube for the video version. But without further ado, let's get right on into this super beauty review.
Tell me, baby, what's the problem? 'Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no.
Alright, so for this 3 foundation review video, we're gonna start off with the original Tirtir foundation. This is the red cushion. They released this, I think, 2 years ago. Since then have come out with 40 shades in this, and it's the Mask Fit Red Cushion. This is supposed to be an adhering cushion foundation that makes the makeup fresh with a lightweight powder and skincare substance. It's supposed to have 72-hour makeup resistance, 24-hour makeup wear, and it's supposed to prevent smudging, since it's supposed to apply kind of like a mask. So it's supposed to be that full coverage effect. I just finished swatching a bunch of the shades on my skin to try and figure out which one would match me best. I already tried filming this video last week and it did not work out because I actually washed out my face accidentally before the end of the day wear check-in, and I was kicking myself where I washed my face off and then I went, oh no, I washed off my face before checking in with you guys. So here we are again. I've used this foundation before, but I haven't used the other ones yet. So I want to show you guys how this one wears and then compare it to the other ones later this week. So in the past, I used the shade 21N, which is this shade right here, but it was pulling a little yellow and a little too dark for me. This is 21C right here. And then I had some samples of the 17 lines. This is 17N, 17W, and 17C right there. From what I can see, I feel like 21C will be a better match, but I am very impressed by the shade range they kind of have here and the different tones. So I'm gonna wipe these off and let's get into some skin prep. I just did my eyes a little bit before doing the rest of the makeup, but let's dive into some skin prep. I want to try out this glossy coating mist from Tirtir. I'm scared. It's supposed to refresh the skin. Oh my gosh. Okay, I like that. It didn't like wet the skin too intensely. Let that dry down. It just refreshed it. It's really nice. And then I want to go in with the ceramic milk ampule. Oh my gosh, look at this. All right, it's absorbed into the skin, but the skin is looking so glowy and beautiful right now. Let's now go in with the ceramic milk ampule. Oh, I love this type of applicator. It makes me feel so luxe. Oh, that feels really, really nice. My skin feels very plumped up right now. Kind of has like a bit of a thicker formula. Oh, I like that a lot. I don't smell a fragrance in the ampule either. I feel like that would be a great like day and night product. And now time for the sunscreen. I have never heard of this before. I didn't even know Tirtir had a sunscreen. It's SPF 50 broad spectrum. It's the Hydro UV Shield. So I'm really excited to try this out. let's go in. It smells like sunscreen right off the bat, which I actually love the smell of sunscreen because it reminds me of the beach. That feels nice and hydrating. I'm gonna take it down the neck. It's my Eraslo journey. I've really been searching for hydrating sunscreens, so this might be a new one in rotation. Wow, that feels very, very hydrating on the skin. Very similar to other like Korean sunscreens I've tried out, but look at that glow. And it's not feeling like heavy or greasy. I will say, like, it feels good on the skin. The skin feels, you know, hydrated. I can't get over this glow. I cannot wait to see how my makeup applies over this. All right, so the skin is prepped. Now it is time to go in with the makeup. We're gonna go in with the Cushion foundation, and I am gonna use the shade 21C. Zoomed you guys right in there. The coverage right off the bat. This is one of my favorite foundations I've tried. I'm really curious how it'll work with all the skin prep. That shade is looking really promising. Skin prep makes all the difference, guys, sometimes. I'm gonna take this on the forehead, and honestly a little bit of this kind of goes a long way, so I'm going to use it as my concealer today as well. So I kind of like to use the little sponge tool that comes with it to distribute it all over the face. Look how smooth it is sitting. And then I go ahead and take a little brush with a little extra product, diffuse it and get it blended out in these harder to reach corners, like around the nose and stuff, and into like the hairline. As I mentioned, I'm using it as my under eye concealer today. Unless you want to do like a very bright under eye, you don't really need another product. I'm gonna even use the little sponge to like clean up this eyeshadow here. The sponge is really good at helping you build that coverage up, and you can kind of go in, build it up wherever you need, and then touch up the little brush. So here is how the red cushion looks like on the skin, freshly applied. I do want to make sure I'm using like the same products with each routine. As for the rest of the makeup, I want to make sure I'm using the same routine with each of these so that we're really testing it out. So I'm going in with my Rare Beauty contour stick. I'm use a little brush to blend this out. By the way, I use Huda Icy Nude on the eyes, if anyone is wondering. I'll be posting the tutorial over on my TikTok. And then I'm going to use Rhode Sleepy Girl. This has been my cheek combo lately, and I am obsessed with it. I'm just going to take a bit more of the foundation, going right on these spots here that are just not wanting makeup on them. Time to set down the face. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder just because this is what I use every day, and it's my absolute favorite, and I'm going to use this with all of the foundations so we can get, you know, a really unbiased review. Setting the center of the face, and this stuff just transforms everything. Honestly, this foundation doesn't need too much setting, but I do set down my makeup always, so I'm really going to focus the powder on the center of the face and then not set the exterior. Alright guys, my makeup is done. Here is the finished look. I'm obsessed with how it turned out. Here is how the red cushion foundation is looking on the skin with everything all done. Of course, let me show you what this looks like in different lighting. Here is when I remove the ring light and place it at a different angle. We can see the texture in the skin really starts to show up in this case. And here is some bathroom lighting. The lighting in my bathroom is like really yellow, but it gives a really realistic look on how the makeup is actually looking. So I'm gonna wear this the rest of the day, and I will check in with you guys later to see how it holds up. Just finished the makeup. I used the Tirtir lavender lip oil on the lips today, and I'm obsessed. I wasn't planning to go like so cool tone with the look, but I'm loving it. So here is the finished makeup. Love the glam. This is how the red cushion is looking with powder and the rest of the face all done. Final step is to set down the face. I want to try out this Tirtir Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. It's supposed to be like blurring and stuff to the skin as well, so let's go in. Doesn't have a strong fragrance. Has a nice mister there as well. I don't know, do we feel like that blurred out the skin? Definitely like the feel of it. We'll see how it makes the makeup last, especially because I've worn this foundation before. But I will use this with all 3 foundations on each day. Alright guys, it is the end of the day. My makeup is looking pretty crusty, but it's time to give the final update on the red cushion foundation. So here is how everything is looking. We did get a little bit oily kind of in the T-zone area. I do feel like the shade deepened a little bit on me. Tomorrow I'm gonna remember to bronze up the neck a bit more. But honestly, when we look like really close up at the skin, I would say the skin is looking pretty smooth, even though, you know, it's looking maybe a little more textured since it's more oily. But all in all, I think everything does look pretty smooth on the skin, and it didn't wear off in a weird patchy way. Like I would say, you know, everything stayed pretty intact. This foundation is definitely a long wearing formula. There's no like cracking or dryness happening or any clinging to dry spots and breaking. Like it got a bit oily, but that is really the majority of it. It wore a little bit on this cheek area here, probably from me just like touching my face, but it didn't settle into my lines or anything like that. So I would say this one is looking really good. As per usual, every single time I've worn it, that is what it looks like after 9 hours of wear. I need to take off this makeup, so I thought why not try some Tirtir products out and give you guys like this full, really in-depth Tirtir video here. So we have the Hydra Boost Enzyme Cleansing Balm to try out. I was in need of a new cleansing balm, so this is perfect. This has no scent to it. Okay, let me just put my hair up first. So here we go. Feels very soft. Let's see how well it can break down this makeup. It's not feeling sensitizing on my eye at all. Wow, this feels really good. That really melted everything down. I like can't see anything right now, but it's not sensitizing my eyes, which is good. I'm gonna go rinse this off with some water. Okay, just rinse that off. I will say my skin does not feel sensitized right now. It's not red either, which is a good sign. Next up, we have the Hydra Boost Enzyme Powder Wash. So this is a powder cleanser. I've never tried this out before. This says take about half a teaspoon into your hand, wet the hands and rub together, and oh my gosh, that it turned into a foamy texture. Whoa, this is kind of cool. Ooh, this feels really nice. I like cleansers that feel soft like this. Like this feels very, very soft, but it still has that foamy feel, because I feel like if a cleanser's not foamy, I'm not really feeling like I'm getting that full cleanse, but this is still supposed to be drying, and I feel like some foaming cleansers can be really stripping. Cleanse for about 60 seconds. I'm gonna grab a disposable towel from Pure Skin. I've been using these a lot recently. Just pat the skin dry. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Milk Skin Toner in the light formula. I prefer the light formula over the original, and I just got a new one of these. I was using this so much during the summer, so I'm so excited to have this back in the lineup because it's really hydrating to my skin. And love the mini bottle version of this too. And I'm gonna use the ceramic milk ampule tonight as well, because I did a razzle last night, so I want to make sure the skin is nice and hydrated. And the glow this gives is insane. Time for some pimple patches using Hero Cosmetics. I have been under the most unbelievable amount of stress lately, and my skin is definitely showing it. I have so many favorite skincare products from Tirtir, but I was so excited to try some new ones too. One of my old favorites is the Collagen Lifting Eye Cream, mostly because I love the applicator of this, and I do feel like I see a difference with this eye cream. There's lots of eye creams out there that I'm like, they're gimmicky, they're not worth the money. This one, I love the applicator, and I do really like the formula. It's very cooling, feels really nice on the skin, so I can definitely get behind this one. And then we're gonna finish off with moisturizer. Now this is a new product to me. It's the ceramic cream in the light formula. I've tried the original ceramic cream, which I really did like, but I'm curious if the light one will also be one I enjoy, since I love the light toner. Oh, right away it does feel a lot lighter. The other one has a much thicker consistency. This one, yeah, in feel is definitely a lot lighter. Oh, I like this. There's no fragrance to it, and I was in need of a new moisturizer, so this is perfect. I've been so consistent with my skincare and been seeing such an improvement, but definitely as the winter has come, I want to be using more hydrating products, and I'm so happy that I got to reuse some of my old favorites and also try out some new favorites as well. All right, the skincare is done. I am looking so glowy and the skin just feels really, really good. I'm so ready to head to bed. But I will see you guys tomorrow, and we're gonna be trying out the Pink Cushion Foundation, the full coverage one. So I'll see you in the morning. Another day, another cushion foundation. Today we are testing out the Pink Cushion. This is the Mask Fit All Coverage all cover cushion. It's a mask shield 72-hour. It's supposed to have 72-hour wear and coverage. Prevent smudging of makeup in the mask. The strong fit cushion foundation keeps makeup smooth for 72 hours without needing to worry about smudging on face masks, and it's strongly adhering coverage. Is this supposed to be like transfer proof? Brightening and anti-wrinkle. I think I'm gonna go in with the same shade, 21C. I have two shades here, 21N and 21C. I think I'm gonna use 21C again since I tried that, since that's my shade in the red cushion. I do really like the packaging of this one. I think it's super cute. Ooh. Oh, I love that it's all pink. It's so girly and cute. I did the same skin prep as yesterday, a little toner, a little light toner, the Milk Ampule and the SPF 50. And then I'm gonna go in with the glossy coating mist to stay consistent. Let's open her up. All right, let's dip in. All right, let's dip in. Let's just start right here. Oh my gosh. Okay, the shade is looking good. I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday, distribute the product kind of all over. So this is supposed to have more of a matte look to it than the red cushion. And from the description, I can't tell if it's supposed to be like transfer proof. The coverage is definitely there. I'm gonna apply it as my concealer as well. Same thing I did yesterday. And then I'm gonna take a little brush, dip in slightly, and tackle more hard to reach corners and build up the coverage a little bit. Let's see if we can build it up over here. All right, there it is, freshly applied. So I don't think it fully builds to like a full coverage, but I will say it looks really pretty on the skin. All right, so here is what the cushion looks like freshly applied on the skin. I don't feel like it's giving me maybe as much coverage, and it still looks pretty luminous. I'm curious on the wear if it will be more matte than the red cushion, and it's clinging to a little bit of my dry spots, which the red one didn't do. So let me go finish the rest of my makeup and see how that looks. Let me go in with some of this blurring makeup fixer. All right, so here is the finished makeup look. This is what the pink cushion foundation is looking like on the skin with everything set down. I will say it's clinging a little more to my dry spots than the red fit one was, but I do see how this one looks a little more like of a soft matte, but it's not like, you know, the skin still has movement to it and all of that. And I don't think it's as full coverage, but I don't mind it. I think it's looking really nice on my textured skin and not emphasizing anything too weirdly. But of course, let me show you what this looks like in different lighting. So here is with the ring light moving. You can see that texture really pop up. And here is the bathroom lighting. It's looking pretty good, I must say. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wear this foundation for the rest of the day, and I will see you guys at the end of it to see how it holds up. All right, guys, I have been working on a massive report for school all day. I'm so tired. It is 9:30 right now, so I've had this makeup on for about 10 hours now. So let's take a look at how the pink cushion is holding up. All right, so looking in the mirror, I don't feel like this one got as oily as the red cushion foundation. Like, it definitely stayed a little more matte. Obviously, I would want to touch up kind of in these areas, but I do feel like this one wore off more, like especially around my chin area here. Do we see how there's some wear there and then some cracking like around the nose area? I think like the tops of the cheeks and the forehead actually look pretty good. I did have a scarf on today when I was walking outside, so that could contribute to some of it wearing off here, but it did say that it was going to, you know, kind of be like that transfer proof type product. At least that's what I understood from the packaging. Yeah, prevent smudging of makeup. I don't feel like it really did that. I feel like there was definitely some smudging. You know, it broke up here and cling to my dryness that I have going on since I've been on a Razzlo, and the red one did not do that. This one definitely wore nicer on my skin type. I do like how the rest of it is sitting. It's not emphasizing my texture too much in these regions, just in this around the mouth area right here where I have some spots. But that is the full wear test on the pink cushion. I'm gonna go wash this off, same night routine I did yesterday, and I will see you tomorrow for the last cushion test. Hello everyone, good morning. Today I just finished doing my eye makeup and prepping the skin. Today we're testing out the silver cushion foundation, which it's actually called the Mask Fit Aura Cushion Mask Shield Soft Glow Coverage. I have the shade 21C, same shade I've been using. Prep the skin like usual for the other days, and I'm really excited to dive into this one. Let's open it up. I've been craving like more of a soft glam looks, so I'm really curious how this one will look on the skin. Let's tap it in. I actually love using cushion foundations. It's so satisfying. I'm gonna start in this section over here. Oh, right away I can tell that's a lighter formula. But the coverage is still there. It took down that redness. Definitely feels like a more medium, softer coverage. Let's go over here. That is looking so pretty on the skin so far. Definitely more skin-like than the other cushions. I don't know if you guys can tell as well, but when I applied the other cushions, like it definitely looks really nice. It doesn't emphasize my texture, but you can kind of tell it's looking more like makeup. This is honestly applying more like a tinted moisturizer or just a light glowy foundation, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. And I love these types of products because sometimes I don't want full coverage on the skin. I just want, you know, to even out some of the redness, give it a bit of that glow, but still kind of let my real skin peek through. Blending really easily. I think it's the easiest one to blend out by far because of the lighter formula. The other ones, when you put down the cushion, it kind of like imprints, and that's why I have to really use a brush afterwards. I'm gonna use it as my concealer today as well, like I did with the other cushions. Doesn't build up as much as the other formulas, but this is looking stunning on the skin. Gonna grab my brush into here and get into these smaller sections. It's not emphasizing any of my dryness at the moment, which is amazing because I did apply my Razzle last night, so I was maybe worried about that. Kind of digging this lighter coverage that it's giving. This is stunning. So here is what the cushion foundation looks like all applied on my skin. No filter, really luminous, definitely has that soft glow like the name suggests. So far so good, but let me go finish the rest of my makeup. All right guys, I just finished the rest of my makeup. I'm actually obsessed with the glam I did today. I haven't done these types of colors in so long, and the foundation is sitting really, really nice. I use my Laura Mercier rose powder. I've been using this with every cushion foundation this week, and I did apply like a heavier hand because I know this has like a glowy look to it, but the skin still has like that radiance kind of showing through. Like it's definitely living up to the name. Let's set this down. I'm using the Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. I am actually in love with how smooth the skin is looking, even though it has that movement and radiance, and even though I don't have full coverage going on, you can still see my spots peeking through, but the skin just looks really glowy and nice. I actually really am loving this. Sometimes I feel like lighter coverage with this more radiant look actually looks better on acne prone textured skin than a full coverage beat. Just saying. There's obviously times for both, but first impressions, really liking how this is looking on the skin. I'm gonna go about my day and check in with you guys at the end of the night to see how this looks. But first, let me show you what this looks like in different lighting. Here's when I remove the ring light, that texture gets a little more amplified. Here is some natural lighting. Oh, the skin just looks airbrushed right now. This is crazy. And of course, bathroom lighting. All right, I will see you guys at the end of the day. All right guys, it is the end of the day. Let's take a look at how the cushion foundation held up on the skin. I've honestly been wearing this for over 12 hours. This is definitely our longest wear test, but it's Saturday night, so I went out with some friends, had a really great time. The skin is looking a little shiny. I would definitely want to like touch it up with a powder, and we did have some wear happen around my jawline, mostly because I'm wearing a scarf. I feel like that, you know, makes the foundation wear more, but it didn't like settle into like my smile lines. Not too bad under the eyes either. I feel like it's worked really well to actually use a lot of the all three cushion foundations as a concealer, which is really nice. Didn't, you know, settle too much into my eyebrow lines either. It's looking, as I said, a little shiny. It's worn down a little bit, but it's still looking very natural and like glowy on the skin and not really like caked up or clinging to dry spots like a typical foundation might. So I really like that about it. I love how it gave more of like that medium coverage. I think this might be my favorite out of the three, just for like a more everyday wear. I think it looks really nice on the skin. It kind of has that movement. And it held up pretty good. Obviously, you know, wore down in some of the color and pigment, and I would touch up with maybe some powder, but I'm honestly pretty impressed. So yeah, I'm gonna take off this makeup, but that was it for the silver Aura cushion. All right guys, so that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below which foundation was your favorite. I have to say, I have to say for my natural days, I'm wearing it today. I think the silver, the soft glow was my favorite. I've been using this actually a lot since filming the wear test. And then the red one is just good for those full glam days. I cannot deny that. And the pink one wasn't my favorite for my skin. I would definitely stick between these two for my textured skin and my preference. But you guys are gonna have to let me know down below which one you liked on my skin, how it wore, and all of that. And let me know if this video was helpful. I really hope it was. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let me know what you're doing today. I want to know all of it. Let me know also what you want to see next on the channel. And that is all. I love you all so much. Remember to go check out my short form content over on Instagram, TikTok. I post daily on there, lots more reviews, photos, all of that. And if you guys want to connect more with me, those are great apps to do so. You can also check out my podcast, Loud Talk with Lavi, where I break down the walls of beauty standards one fall at a time every single Sunday on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube for the video version. All of your confidence tips, stories, interviews with so many amazing people, all on the podcast at Loud Talk with Lavi. But that is it for today's video. I love you all so, so much. Remember to tell yourself something you love about your skin today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Tell me, baby, what's the problem? 'Cause I keep trying to